All right, so this is a kind of mid-spring, probably late spring trash haul video. As most of you know who have been watching, I go around and look for garbage, mainly to feature on this channel, fixing the stuff up and, basically providing people with answers if they want to figure out why their machine or whatever it is not working anymore. And it's worked out really well for me over the past, I don't know, since 2009. 2010, since I started this channel, and that's predominantly what I feature a lot in my videos. So we've got a whole load of stuff here. We're gonna pull it out and let you all look at it. So I've got these 3 boxes of stuff. Don't know what's all in them. I'm not gonna go through these on camera, but if I see anything interesting or somewhat valuable, I'll be sure to point it out at the end of this clip. Got a bag there, which I took out of this Hoover Decade 80. It is complete. Brush roll, it looks to be in decent condition. I've never picked one of these up before that was in any sort of shape that made it worth picking it up. What's interesting about these is I think these were kind of the last iteration of the Hoover convertible before Hoover ultimately ditched this line and only relegated it to a commercial type of vacuum. It's kind of nice to have an example of one of these in this condition, so hopefully it's good. Hopefully the motor's still good. There is a little bit of wear on the bag, which is very common for these old bags. I've had them on convertibles where they just, due to time, kind of degrade. But yeah, I pulled the bag out of this machine. It's pretty much full, and hopefully this will be a good video for you guys in the near future. Same with this thing. Now, this vacuum at face value looks to be in really good shape physically. And on the outside, you're correct. However, I don't know why they did this, why they would spend this much money on one of these only to do this. But if I can get this thing off, they used it without the bag in it. And when I initially picked this thing up and was like looking it over, pulled this off, it was full to the brim of just stuff. And so I dumped all that out at the curb before I put it in mine and the back of the truck. And yeah, I don't understand it, why people would spend, I don't know if this was a $700 vacuum, but it was probably around that much. I don't know why they would spend that amount of money just to basically destroy it. I hope that the motor's still good in it, because this is a really nice example of one of these machines. Of course, the usual tweaker behavior. They cut the cord off of it, but I've got plenty of cords to replace, and wiring a new cord, that's not a big deal. But the rest of this, I just it's just mind-boggling why somebody would spend all kinds of money on something like this and just basically destroy it. As far as this goes, it was never even taken back for any of its services, and they include 3 years of services, or maybe I can't remember. Is it 5 years or I don't know what it is. At least 3 years of services. They never took it back. They never even put the retailer on it, so I don't know where they bought it from. But looking underneath it, brush roll's in decent condition, so that'll be easy to clean up. But the rest of this, and like I said, it's just, I don't understand people. I really don't. So hopefully we'll get this thing cleaned up. I'm going to clean it up before I store it in the shop. And you guys won't see that on camera. It's not really necessary. Yeah, I'll clean that up before I put it away, and we'll triage it, see what's going on with it. And I also found this. Now this is straight up crackhead behavior. I don't believe a scrapper did this at the curb. I think the owner of it did, based on some of the other stuff that was out with this. I don't know what's going on here. It doesn't make any sense to me. It looks like they've pulled some of the parts off. They pulled the filter, the cover, the recoil, some other miscellaneous parts. I don't know what they were doing here. This thing is not even wanting to move. Anyways, so I'm gonna have to figure that out. I do have a couple extra of these engines on the shelf, so I should be able to make one of them work. The deck itself is good, but that's the handle. And surprisingly, the blade control cable still works. I don't know how that's even possible. Why they didn't take that off, I don't know. But they, you know, did this to it. And I've only got one of these, unfortunately. So I'm gonna have to find a bolt or a screw with the same thread pattern so we can get it into the other side. But yeah, that's just, I really do not understand why people do the things that they do, unless it's some sort of something drug induced at that point. But anyways, hopefully I do have all the stuff on the shelf to make this thing working again. I may have to buy some wheels. Most likely gonna have to buy a couple nuts because those are not included. Hopefully we can get it working and, you know, get you guys a good video on this machine. Now I'm gonna go through that stuff and see if there's anything worth anything. Really nothing interesting in those 3 boxes. They're all gonna go to the trash. I did find a bait station, a laptop battery, which I'm gonna recycle. And then, anybody remember these? These things used to be the thing to have 15 years ago, 2009. Found a Toro grass bag for a blower, USB extension. Thought there was more interesting stuff, but I needed some more envelopes anyway, so that's that. Got another load of junk. This time I picked up 2 mowers and some other stuff. We'll get it all laid out and show all you. All right, so starting over here, I found another one of these jump packs. This thing is most likely dead. I only picked these up because they have these lead acid batteries in them and they're worth some money for scrap. So that's the only reason why. Found this thing, which I just have to put it together properly. It's just a some sort of little sweeper, kind of cheap, probably junk. Found this these carb parts, and I found this thing. I normally have not picked these up in the past because typically I've always been burned on them, and what I mean by that is they've always got something internally wrong with the engine. I don't think they were made all that well when they were new, and this thing is like at least 20 years old now. So yeah, it's probably junk, but we'll see. If it's worth doing a video on, you guys will see a video. Those carb parts belong to this machine. This still has compression, but it looks like they tried to take it apart for whatever reason, trying to figure out what was wrong with it. Most likely it's a dirty carburetor, and they gave up, parts being there where they are. Found them right next to the mower, so we'll see. Got both bags. This bag is new and was used on this machine. This machine, unfortunately, has a busted handle. But look at this. Put the handle down. So I basically just need to find a handle for it. I don't know if any of the other ones I've got will work, but we'll see. If not, it's a good deck, plenty of good parts, and I can swap that engine onto something else for sure. I didn't even check to see if the self-propel works, but hopefully we find some more mowers in this haul video. It's April 21st, went out after work, and this is what I found. A couple of these Black & Decker weed trimmers, and a couple mower-sized wheels. Battery and charger came from another haul that I forgot to include. So let's get the stuff out and see if it works. I got the battery in this one. Probably a busted gearbox on it. Maybe we can swap the gearbox from this one into this one, because this one doesn't work at all. But I'm noticing something. The trigger on this one seems to work fine, so I wonder if the only thing that's messed up on this one is just the trigger. Hard to say, but maybe I'll get you guys a video on this one for sure. Okay, so this one is the dead one. Now listen to this. You can hear it rotating the motor up here. This one, no movement at all. The gearbox is completely let go on this thing. So I gotta make one good one out of 2 junk ones. That'll be for a separate video, hopefully. Pretty basic find today. Went out on a quick trash run before work. Found this Dirt Devil Endura Max XL. Looks like it's complete. I've done a video on one of these that happened to be a teardown. I don't know if this thing's a piece of junk or not. I mean, aside from the model and you know who makes it, that's pretty much a given. But as far as making a video goes, if this thing's worth it, we'll do an actual service video on it and hopefully get you guys something like that. Brush roll's in good shape. Last one I had, the bottom here was cracked on it and I couldn't really do anything with it. These things are so cheap. I mean, it looks like it's complete. They've got the, it's clogged, but they had the bin all clogged up and they didn't even bother trying to clean that out. I don't know if they just clogged it up and did the typical thing that people do nowadays and got rid of the vacuum because of that. It's either that or a broken belt most of the time, but this thing is just full of crap. So we'll get this one triaged as well, see what's wrong with it. Found a couple cords and then some Dyson attachments. Went out trash picking before work, found another lawnmower. I've actually been having some decent luck, as you all can see. Get all this stuff cleared out, but I found a hose wrap deal for the side of the shop right over there. Found a VCR with, if any of you all can remember this is a digital TV tuner. I wanted the VCR, but this was attached to it and I just didn't unplug it. Picked up this 2x4 to make loading and unloading mowers a little bit easier. Found this fan, which these sell for like $40 at Walmart. I don't know if this thing even works. We'll see. And I found a printer. The printer is most likely fine, but I am going to need to power it on, see if it works. The printer I've got in my office at the house is kind of on the fritz. So I've been keeping an eye out for a newer one, and this one might do the trick if it does work. Let's get this out and show it to you all. All right, so I got it out of the truck. Overall, it's in decent shape. The blade control cable's locked up. Not a big deal. These things run about $10 off Amazon, and you don't even have to get the OEM cables. I just buy whatever's cheapest. I did disable it with a zip tie, and it's got plenty of compression. So this should be a runner for sure. Tip it over. The blade is kind of worn out. Not the worst I've seen, but it should be replaced. It actually looks a little bent. Let me, I know there's no gas in this thing, but just to set a good example here, I'll rotate it. Make sure the crank's not bent. I think it'll be good. So you guys will get a video on this for sure, and we'll go from there. Oh yeah, let me make sure that this stuff powers on. No movement. I think, let's see, is this fuse blown? Yep, fuse is blown. So we'll have to find another fuse in the hoard somewhere. I bet this thing will work, but we'll have to make sure that the fan blades are not locked up. They're not. Yeah. Should be able to swap a new fuse into that and see if it works. Printer turns on. Gotta find some paper in the shop, see if I can print out a test page. So it comes up with this warning: cannot be used unless printer is enrolled in HP Instant Ink. And these cartridges here, I guess it's a some sort of subscription model that HP has. So I'm wondering if I just get some normal cartridges, it'll work fine. Have to look and see how much they're going for, kind of, you know, see if it's worth it or not. But anyways.